Okay, so this is what it looked like before it was a classroom. It's just basically a shaded area on some concrete posts where we could park the car. And this is me and the wife. We prepared an area for the first stage of laying our concrete. We've got some wire mesh in there to help it stick together. Here is the finished first section of the concreting. We used ready-mix concrete, and this is the second section, which we did on a separate day. Here I am. I'm trying to put in some expansion joints, and this is the third section of concreting. You can see I've got some help. It's quite hard work, physical work. Keeps you fit, certainly. I haven't got any videos of me laying the blocks for some reason. I don't know why, but this is the finished walls with the doors and windows in. You can see I made the concrete windowsills, and I bought some lintels that go above the windows. Here I am in the toilets, converting the single toilet to two separate toilets for boys and girls. And the next step was the ceiling. We had to get a new ceiling installed, and we got some contractors in to do that for us. And they did a pretty good job. They got all the levels correct perfectly, and I was quite pleased with the work that they did. They were there quite a long time, maybe 5 or 6 days I think they took to do the job, and maybe even longer. But I was very pleased with the finish. When they had finished, you could not see anywhere where a screw hole was, and I would recommend them to anybody. So once the ceiling was done, the next stage was the floors. We bought some second-hand tiles, which was a bit of a nightmare for the builder to lay because there were different colours and different shades, and some of them had cement stuck to the back of them. But overall, he did a pretty decent job. You can see there I've put some piping, concrete piping over the posts, make it look a bit better. Here we got the window installer, well, a door installer, to make up the front door for us, and they did a pretty good job. And we bought a sign, DD English sign, which we stuck to the door, and there you can see a concrete pad ready for some tiles. Here I've started building the office walls. It's just a stud wall, metal stud wall with plasterboard, fixed to the ceiling, fixed to the floor. It was the first time I've used this kind of stud work, but it turned out pretty good. I was quite pleased with the outcome. You can see I've started to install windows into the plasterboard, and that's how it turned out, with 2 windows and a door. And then I used it's like an Artex I used to coat the walls, but it came out nice and strong. And here the partition between the outside and the classroom is being built, and this is how it looked once I had finished. Turned out pretty good. All those windows I made myself out of scrap bits of aluminium. The door I bought, which is pretty cheap, at 2,000 baht. Overall, I was very pleased with how it turned out. I fixed plasterboard. This wall here, where the whiteboard is, I fixed plasterboard to that, so it made a nice finish in there. And this wall I just painted, as you'll see. We've got two air conditioners installed, which were very nice. So if we go out this door, you'll see the waiting area for the parents while they're waiting for the children. They'll be able to sit out here. There will be 2 extra. You can see the 2 fans are installed already there. So we go outside the front door and look through the window. You'll be able to see what the waiting area looks like. We'll have 2 benches in there with some cushions that they can sit on. And then we're walking through to the back room where there's a storage area and the bathroom. So if we go through this door here, we can see the storage area where we can store equipment, etc. And the toilet, it was a single toilet. I converted it into a boys' and a girls' toilet. This is the girls' toilet, all tiled nicely, and this is the boys' toilet, which is also tiled. And hopefully after they've finished using the toilet, they will use this sink to wash their hands. So this is the final waiting area. It's been painted nice bright pink colours. Looks nice and fresh. And this is the classroom inside. There was enough room for about, I'd say, 20 to 25 students. I painted the walls blue, and this was the first class that we had. And we've got some teachers there, assistant teachers to help me. So that was the classroom build.